Do you know how to sharpen the quick test?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Brad. Brad.
One of your buyers last year.
When you do a test, you have to do the test twice. So that helps us improve accuracy, so we can make sure that we're getting good tests. Ideally, if a player is faking it.
Right.
And I don't want to suggest players are going to do that, but if they're not giving a full effort, it's hard to replicate that twice.
Right.
But also, it's not as easy to get players through as quickly. So if you go into your coach's app and you hit this custom, you can do a 1-rep fresh exam. So now, instead of having to do every test twice, you just do 1 rep and just fly through it. Yeah. So you should be able to get through a test in less than 2 minutes.
I like the 2. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Just for coaches.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you got 100 kids you're trying to get through, just do 1 test.
My big league guy doesn't
Yeah.
He's like, just
Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Well, now you can do that.
Can you do it through on the player side too?
No, that's just in the coach's app. Yeah.
I wonder if I put myself as a coach or the player when I made my account.
Can you convert the account?
We can. We would just need to do that on
it's
like
uh,
our developer ends.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't just do that.
It says player, so.
Yeah.
What if I join the Cutternation team? Is that we have a thing?
We can make it happen right now. Let's figure it out.
I should have. But by the way, I gave him all the Padre Skeleton kids, right?
No,
You know,
I didn't.
the pitching coach, I can send requests right here for Cutternation. Yeah, but I can't.
All right, awesome. Matt here, ABCA. I'm with armcare.com. We're going to take Brad through our arm care exam. So the arm care exam is going to look at the strength of the muscles around the arm. So it's a great way to determine if a player is fatigued, if they're strong, if they're imbalanced. It gives us a really good insight into a player's arm and their readiness to throw. So we'll take Brad through the exam here and see how it can improve with some Marc Pro work.
This is gonna be good to actually have someone from armcare.com tell me the things about each test also, like where I'm actually, because I see the score, I'm like, okay, I want that score to go up, but he can probably give me better insight of where specifically I can have the most growth.
You know what? It actually brought up another point. You remember yesterday or the other day when we were throwing at the shop?
Yeah.
And you were talking about the spot in the shoulder, right? Right. Let's see if with him that he can help us identify, found some weakness inside of the throwing motion that was doing. One of the things that I was telling him.
Yeah, like if this test and his analysis coincides with the throwing stuff.
Yeah.
It probably will.
So we're making this quick and easy. We're just going to look at the throwing side. So why don't you open up your app and perfect. Go down to the bottom there. We're going to hit exams. We're going to take a fresh exam. We're going to do our quick exam. Let's just say you warmed up.
Say no. I've been saying no. I've been doing it raw.
All good.
As raw as I can.
It wants you to warm up, but we're just going to say you are warm.
Okay.
Now we're going to take our exam. Actually, go back real quick. Another thing this can do is this device measures range of motion as well. Right now, we're just going to focus on strength.
So I'm going to hide it real quick?
Yep, so just hide that test. Okay. Now we got this, let's make sure this is turned on. Wait for that blue light to flash. Perfect. All right, so go ahead and click to that device. Let's take a second, it'll connect there. All right, now let's get it started. So we're going to just go on the throwing side. So that's going to go on the throwing arm. That'll work. All right, go ahead and click next. Turn that volume up so we get audio prompts to tell you what to do. All right, let's get set up on the box.
Use us.
All right, man. So the first thing we're going to do is look at intro rotation. So you're going to set up, lay flat on the ground there, your armpit, right there. Perfect. Okay, so that armpit's going to be right in the corner of the box. I want you to extend your legs out straight. Make a fist with that hands.
And next?
What we're going to do, I'm going to give you a little pressure on your legs so you don't slide on the ground. Okay, you're going to hit start. And it's going to have you push into that box as hard as you can. Okay? I'll give you a countdown. Good. Push, 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 push. Nice. Okay, 10-second rest.
Yep.
Okay, it's always going to default to 2 tests unless the 2 exams are too far apart. Then I'll have you do a 3rd one. Good. Push, 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 push. Perfect. All right. Is it asking for a 3rd? Or is it saying you're good?
Nope,
All right,
good.
so let's move to the next test.
Yep.
You don't have to move. I'm just gonna move the box for you.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. We
The
gotta
box
do
makes
this.
it quick and easy.
Hey, this is why we do this with the guys who make the things.
Absolutely.
Because they show us little hacks.
Figured out all the hacks.
We
All
are
right,
gonna
go
have.
ahead, extend
We
those
do
legs
ours
out
by the
straight.
bathroom, by the wall, by
Yeah.
the wall, bathroom wall.
All right, man. Get yourself in position when you're ready to start. Good. Push, 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 push. Nice. 10-second rest.
Little bit of pain on this one.
Okay. Okay. Let's
I
go
don't know
1
if
to 10. What would you say it would be?
I think the harder I go, I don't know if I'll be able to go as hard on this
That's
one.
right.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. The little test was painful on this one.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, stop the exam? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Maybe stop the whole thing. Damn. Is there any way I could just skip that part on, or, because,
I was gonna know. It wasn't painful.
oh, I accidentally, too late. Let's try that again.
Back out of that.
Try that again. So when I hit test was painful, they just took me out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, ideally, we're not testing through pain. It's not good for videos.
Not
but,
good for videos either. Anyway, let's try it again. Let's just try it again.
All right. So we're gonna have to go back to that intro rotation test. Just hang right
Cut.
there.
Yep. Cut that. On scaption. Yep.
Nice job, Brad.
That's fine. Yep.
Yeah, come on. Push, push, push. Awesome.
Grip.
Your third test. Yeah, go ahead and take that thing off. You get half kneeling position. Hold it just like you would in your position. Go ahead, flip that over. So there we go. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, hold this 99. There we go. Nice. Two, one, and go. Go. Good. All right, man. Nice shot.
Rep 3. Okay. Oh, because
Okay.
that one was way
Yeah,
higher.
so if they're too far apart, it's going to give you a
31.
average amount. Good. Nice. All right, let's see what it looks like.
65. It's gone down actually since the last time I did it.
Okay.
And that was probably because there was a little bit, I couldn't externally rotate as much.
If you've got some arm pain, it's probably some inhibition around that arm too.
Right.
So it's going to decrease strength.
But,
In throwing, we saw a lot of instability.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
which is funny because like I don't feel much pain. I don't feel pain at all when I'm throwing, but it could be subconsciously holding me back from moving faster.
Absolutely.
Right? Because like there's no, like, I've threw like 77, which is like I've thrown 90 in the past. So it's like
The brain does a pretty
There's
good job
things.
of protecting itself.
Right, exactly.
If
I
it's,
think that's what it is.
fearful of injury,
Yeah.
it's going to reduce that ability to exert max force. So, yeah, we have definitely have max contraction.
All right, so 65, we're gonna get that up. That's when we go to the off season is really get this work on this number. I want to be able to like work on this number, getting it up.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
then-
So that'd be our first priority, is getting up total
Right.
strength. So arm score, that's total strength compared to body weight. So we know our bigger players are going to put more force on their arm, so therefore they need more strength to support that. So yeah, absolutely. Total strength is going to be a big priority
Which is
there.
funny because I don't, especially when I do a lot of external rotation exercises already, and I don't feel pain. But what maybe I need to do is like I'm able to do like a lot of weight. I think maybe I need to go further in range of motion. I probably need to do it more often. So
And also, again, it could be a little injury issue. You're having pain with the test, so that could be an indicator of hey, maybe we just need more recovery. It could also be fatigue. So not sure what your workload looked like this week, so strength might just be down
Should be
to that.
okay.
should be okay. Yeah, what's gonna fine. Traveling maybe, who knows?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the thing is we don't know. Like, and every kid that comes through the facility, like you don't know what happens. They could broke up their girlfriend. They could have big tests. Like,
But we know,
we never know.
for a fact that my arm is not as fresh right now.
Exactly.
They ain't fresh.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over to Marc Pro, see if we can get a little fresher, get a little.
All right, man. Let's see what happens.
This will be interesting. I can't wait to see a mid-convention experiment. There's
Let's
nothing
see.
better.
Yeah, we might fix it right
All
now.
right, we'll be back.
Thank you. Did the test. My arm is weaker.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who's gonna, do you want
Yeah, this big guys, athletic trainer. Arm was weaker than I thought, and I had a little bit of pain externally rotating. which is weird because I do a lot of external rotation exercises, feel pretty strong in them. But when I was doing the test, maybe it could have been not warming up or whatever, but
It's possible.
it did feel some sharp pinchiness right around the top, maybe the PC joint, maybe somewhere up here. So
That could just be some tightness,
trap.
from working out.
Right,
Yeah.
traveling,
Yep.
you know.
All that kind of
Right.
stuff can lead into that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that end range of motion is just a little tight at that very end.
And I think
range
that's
that
what it
you're in.
is. I think what I need to do more with my training is go into the end range and really get stronger in even past that if I can, you know, just try
Work
to
on that
expand
flexibility, but then also strengthen
Strengthen
into
it.
that,
Strengthen
into that new range of motion if you are developing it for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Yep.
let's do it.
Yep.
Let's see if this can fire it up real quick.
Have you heard this? Have you heard this? You can pass through. Have you seen the Asian dude? Like, Secrets of the Asian stuff? What are we putting it, Bruno?
He's got
We got up here in the trap and out here on the mid delt, and then we've got up into the axilla area, and then right in the meat of the forearm there.
What about on the scap or like right behind the shoulder? Like, I think that's significant.
We can definitely do that area too. Yeah, it depends on a lot of it. Just depends on where you feel that you get the most soreness, whether it's from working out or from throwing for sure. You can target those areas.
I think for me the trapping around
I
the
think
dome.
for what you were telling me right now, because we're gonna get more of those rotator cuff muscles activated with this setup here,
So
than
let's do that.
necessarily going down to where your scap, like around your scap.
Do that.
All right, hit the low frequency.
Yep.
Get you pumping here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was pretty quick in your trap that we got you going already.
Yeah, for sure.
So it should be
That's good.
comfortably strong.
Yeah, you can give me a little more.
He's used to it.
Yeah, you can let it rock. Yep.
Yeah, we got it.
Yep.
Use code Cutter.
Yep. That's good right there.
This guy
Good there, you said?
Yeah, that's good right there.
I'm gonna yell
There
at
you
him
go.
forever about that.
Nice.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
All right, so this is the newish Marc Pro Boost Pro. So we are always interested in what other types of recovery we can provide people, and one of the most common things you see out there is massage guns. The problem with most massage guns is that they had a race to the top of who could be the most aggressive, because everyone's like, I gotta be harder, stronger, faster, right? What we found was that athletes weren't reading the manual, and they would do 20, 30 minutes in one area with a really aggressive massage gun, and they would get bruising, or they'd be more tired and sore after using a recovery device. So looking at that, we decided to make one that has a 25% decrease in stroke length. So how far the actual mechanism moves. I'll show you this. So this
Smaller strokes.
yeah, smaller strokes. So if this thing moves too far, it's going to get really deep into the muscle. That's going to actually be painful over time. So to compensate for the lack of depth, we increase the speed. So most massage guns are 24 to 2,800 beats per second, and we're at 3,600. So when we turn this guy on, we have a slow speed, and it goes all the way up to 3,600 beats per second, which when you put it on this high, it almost feels like it's gliding over the skin, because we're not going super deep, but we are still warming up those layers of the muscle that'll allow the muscle to move more freely, but it also liberates some waste. So when we use the Marc Pro after, we can evacuate that waste. So these two products work really well synergistically. And if you've seen Marc Pro before, that looks really new, because it is. About a month ago, we released this guy. Historically, we've had this guy over here. This is our venerable edition of Marc Pro OG. We've had this since 2011. Great product, but you can't see it at night. So what we did was now we have a colored backlit screen, full color. Both channels still work independently as usual. Still the exact same performance and results that you see from the original Marc Pro, but in a nice slicker design. I think after 13 years, it's about time we give it a facelift. So we have both of those available right now. Once this one's sold out, it is gone. If you use Cutter, Cutter is our code. On the original one, with the price drop to $5.99, your actual price is going to be $5.39, which is the lowest price we've really ever offered through any of our affiliates. Whereas this one takes on the original price of $6.99, and so you're just 10% discount, $6.29. We also offer a payment plan, which puts it at, I believe, 52 and 58. Don't quote me on that. The payment,
cheap enough.
cheap enough. But it gives you an option where you don't have to pay it all out front.
Right. $50. We do $50 a month.
50 bucks a month, exactly. So, new Marc Pro, old Marc Pro, doesn't really matter which one you get as far as results. It's what you care about from the look side.
Thanks, buddy. You're the best.
Yeah, you got it.
I've actually used the Marc Pro because I haven't been in San Diego, so this is gonna be nice. It's also nice having someone do it for you versus me doing it myself. Yeah,
What you got?
feels great.
Feeling good?
Feels great. Feels brand new.
Let's go find
Let's
out.
go, let's go.
And see what we did here.
I'll leave that right here. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Tell us what's happening.
I need my phone out. Okay. So we just got done Marc Proing. I had a little bit of pain in one of the tests. There you go. Bug.
Spider. Scoot back some.
See you back some. There you go. Got it. There you go. Good enough.
It's gone.
Thank you. So just got done Marc Proing. I had a little bit of pain in external rotation when I did the test. So now we're gonna do test again and see if my arm score goes up and see if the pain goes down. So let's do it.
So if we open the app, so we only can do one fresh exam a day, but we
Really?
should be able to do our
Like a
post exam. Yep. That'll give us a before and after.
No.
Yep.
High range motion test. Let's.
Let me grab a sensor.
Or whatever. But it's cool. They're finally being able to do it on their phone, which is good.
Sensors on.
Search device. Active AP. Next.
First thing you got calibrated, so just hit start. Just for IR, you give them some pressure. Alright, man, some pressure.
Ready? All right.
Yep. Hammer. Oh. Nice.
Hammer, pull.
Yeah.
Let's go! On push. Go, 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 go!
It's up. I mean,
All right, here we go. Here's the real test on this one.
Put that, put the texture.
you want me to run over the strand of your head? Yeah.
He's just doing one quick motion.
Here's the real test on this one.
Yep.
See how we do.
Push, push, push.
Ooh, no pain on that one.
There we go.
No pain on that one. That's definitely, that number is definitely higher
Blood
than the
flow
last one.
helps.
Yep.
Good. Come on, come on. Nice job.
Okay. I felt the pain a little bit, but
Yeah.
not as much.
All right,
Yeah,
go
that's
back.
only 15 minutes.
Right, it's only 15 minutes. Obviously, it's not going to go away, but
Nice job.
yep. I think these numbers are going up.
Good. Go, 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 go. Awesome job. We'll get that grip test.
Grip.
Get accurate. The sport we like it.
Juice. Grip test, last one. I think there's a better way. If it's inside, I'm
Jordan, how do you do the pinch?
like that. Yeah.
Just like
Yeah. It's my thumb tends to roll in,
Okay.
but I mean, that's probably just motor preference.
There you go.
Let's see.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
So looking at our data.
Same score. Crazy.
All right.
Did that total strength go up from last time? Let's see. Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's look at recovery.
Can you see the last test?
Yeah. Well, actually, so this is gonna be your average.
Right.
So this is gonna be tests over time. So I
Right.
think there's some other tests in there.
Yeah,
that
and
look
then a
into
couple I
that.
did before, and I
So
was like
we're not
around
looking-
75, 70. My arm goes
Exactly.
actually it was around 70.
So,
So-
this is actually pre to post throwing. So you've actually went up in strength. So
Really?
based on pre to post,
Right.
you went up 18%.
Nice.
So
There we go.
that was
And a lot less pain, for sure.
There we go, man.
I think that's a good
That
thing.
was
So,
only
yeah.
15 minutes.
15 minutes on the Marc Pro, went up 18%, and probably more than 80% pain. Oh, if I did the band, that'll be the next step. We
Absolutely.
do some
activation.
activation and stuff like that. Use their gun, whatever. But hey, it works. This is great.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Great
man.
experiment.
Thank you very much.
Great convention.
There you go.